Hi, John Ashton with Relish Magazine. Well, we're talking 5 ingredients, a midweek meal with some fun. We're going to be taking a trip to Asia today. Seared salmon with roasted cauliflower and a honey and wasabi sauce. It's so simple. First thing we're going to do is grab some cauliflower. Cauliflower is so overlooked. My granny used to boil it to death. We're going to roast this. I can't wait to tell you more about that. We're going to pop that in the trolley and we're going to head over and grab some salmon. When it comes to salmon, we have 2 choices, wild or freshly farmed. It depends on the price really. If wild is within $4 of the farmed, I'll go with that. Good source of omega-3. American Heart Association says we should try to have fatty fishes at least 3 times a week. All we've got to get now, soy sauce, wasabi and some honey, and we've got ourselves a dish. There are 2 types of soy sauce on the market. We have the regular and a reduced sodium soy sauce, which is quite often called light soy sauce. I prefer the reduced sodium. Anytime we can reduce sodium in our diet, it's much better. So we're going to use that in there. Remember, soy sauce is high in umami, which is our 5th taste bud. We're also going to be using some wasabi powder. I know the biggest thing in the industry is that a lot of people think that this is true wasabi. However, it's not. This is a Chinese horseradish powder that's mixed with food green colouring. True wasabi, there are only 4 places that grow it in the United States. It's terribly expensive, but we've all become familiar with this and I love it. It's simple to prepare and we'll talk more about that in a minute. The only thing left to get now is honey. This dish is in the making and I cannot wait because I am terribly excited. Let's grab some honey. When buying honey, I always try to buy local honey. I think it's important. You know, I've read in some books that it says that if you have allergies, if you can get some honey within 5 miles radius of your home, that it can help with allergies. We see here some local honey. Fantastic. Okay, we've got our 5 ingredients. Let's go and review how we're going to make this simple Asian supper. We've got our 5 ingredients. How are we going to make this? It's so simple. First thing I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to get my cauliflower. I'm going to break it down to florets, come from underneath with the knife, come across the top, make these lovely florets. I'm going to get a saute pan on, a little bit of olive oil in there, throw the cauliflower in there, salt, pepper. I'm going to brown it slightly on the stove, just for about 2 or 3 minutes, getting a little bit of colour. In the oven at 375. It's going to be in there. I'm going to let that cook for about 10 minutes. Don't let it dry out too much. The next thing I'm going to do is take my salmon. I'm going to dry it on some kitchen towel. Really important to dry it, guys. Salt, pepper, get another saute pan on, get it nice and hot, add some olive oil in there, skin side down, let that crisp up for about 3 minutes, turn it over for about another 2 minutes. Don't overcook your salmon. Too many people overcook the salmon. When that comes off the stove, we've got our cauliflower. Puree the cauliflower. You can puree it in your kitchen blender, in your processor, or you could simply mash it like Granny used to mash the potatoes. So the salmon comes out of the pan. What we want to do then now is about 2 tablespoons of soy sauce and about 1/4 cup of honey in that pan. You got all them flavors from the salmon in there. So now you've got the salmon, honey and soy sauce. Give that a mix and just bring it up a little bit. You don't want to overcook it, you just want to bring it up to a nice flavor, nice little boil for it. You've mashed your cauliflower off there. All you want to do with the wasabi is take about 2 tablespoons of wasabi and just a little bit of water in there just to make this nice little drizzle. When it comes to plating up, take a couple of tablespoons in the center of the plate of the cauliflower puree, add your nice little piece of seared salmon on there, a drizzle of the honey soy sauce and a little drizzle of your wasabi sauce as well. You've got yourself a quick, easy and simple supper. This is going to be so good, it's going to wah your taste buds. Please go along to relishmag.com for this recipe.